In the beginning was only the sky above, water and marshland below. The chief god Olarum ruled the sky, and the goddess Olcon ruled what was below. Obadallah, another god, reflected upon this situation. He went to Alarun for permission to create dry land for all kinds of living creatures to inhabit. He was given permission, so he sought advice from Ummila, oldest son of Alarun and the god of prophecy. He was told he would need a gold chain long enough to reach below a snail's shell filled with sand, a white hen, a black cat, and a plant nut, all of which he has to carry in a bag. All the goods contributed what gold they had, and Urmila supplied the articles for the bag. When all was ready, Obatala hung the chain from a corner of the sky, placed the bag over his shoulder, and started the downward climb. When he reached the end of the chain, he saw he still has some distance to go. From above he heard Oromila instruct him to pour the sand from the snail's shell, and to immediately realize the white hen. He did as he was told, whereupon the hen landing on the sand began scratching and scratching it about. Wherever the sand landed, it formed dry land, the bigger piles becoming hills and the smaller piles valleys. Abatala jumped to a hill and named the place Earth. The dry land now extended as far as he could see. He dug a hole, planted the palm nut, and saw it grow tremendously in a flash. The mature plane tree dropped more palm nuts on the ground, each of which grew immediately to maturity, and repeat the process. Abatala settled down with the cat for company. Many months passed, and he grew bored with his routine. He decided to create beings like himself to keep him company. He dug into the sand, and soon found clay with which to mold figures like himself, and started on his task. But he soon grew tired and decided to take a break. He made wine from a nearby palm tree and drank bowl after bowl, not realizing he was drunk. Abatala returned to his task of fashioning the new beings. Because of his conditions, he fashioned many imperfect figures. Without realizing this, he called out to Allah to breathe life into his creatures. The next day he realized what he had done, and swore never to drink again, and to take care of those who were deformed, thus becoming protector of the deformed. The new people built huts as Abatala had done, and soon I prospered and became a city. All the other gods were happy with what Abatala has done, and visited the land often, except for Alucant, the ruler of all below the sky. She was not being consulted by Abatala, and grew angry that he had usurped so much of her kingdom. When Abatala returned to his home in the sky for a visit, Alucant summoned the great waves of her vast oceans and sent them surging across the land. Wave after wave she unleashed, until much of the land was under water, and many of the people were drowned. Those that had fell to the highest land beached the god Eshu, who has been visiting to return to the sky and report what has happening to them. Ishu demanded sacrifice to be made to Avatala and himself before he would deliver the message. The people sacrificed some goats, and Ishu returned to the sky. When Ormala heard the news, he climbed down to the gold chain to the earth and cast many spells which caused the water flows to retreat and the dry land repair. So ended the great flood.